Okay. What's up, traders? This is Dr. Greg. And have you ever wondered how to pick a currency pair to trade? And, knowing what to trade is probably one of the biggest questions that us as day traders have to ask ourselves. What should we trade? Should we trade gold? Should we trade oil? Should we trade Forex? Should we trade indices? Should we trade the pound? Should we trade the euro? Should we trade the Aussie? What should we trade? And how do we pick our trades, right? And so in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the two ways which I use to find instruments that are high performing, that are high probability winners. And why should you listen to me? Well, I am one of the foremost authorities of short-term day trading called scalping. I'm a former Wall Street currency analyst and strategist, and I hold the record at my Forex brokerage for 408 trades without a loss. And I've trained thousands of people in my Forex scalping day trading method who have made millions of dollars and also managed millions of dollars in prop trading capital. So in fact, my students want me to create more videos and teach them more. And my first students, and that's how we started Elite Traders University, because they wanted to know how I did it. And so I taught them, and that's how we got started. So stay to the end, and I have a prize for you. So stay to the end, and I'll have something that could really, truly change your trading and help you become a profitable trader, okay? So let's get to how do we choose our winning trades, okay? So basically all we're doing is betting. I live in Las Vegas, and everything's about betting, right? You bet on winners, right? Something's going to win and something's going to lose, right? In trading, it's the same thing. We're betting on something going up or we're betting on something going down, okay? All we got to do is choose which direction something is going to go, and that's how we make money. Keep it very simple. I use the colors green is up, red is down. I created something called My Market Heat Map. I had programmed, it was something that was found on a Bloomberg terminal that we had in our brokerage. A Bloomberg terminal costs $25,000 a year for access to the service. It's like two screens with colored buttons, a Bloomberg terminal, look it up. And I used to use one piece called the heat map. And I said, man, if we just had the heat map at our brokerage, we could really help traders be successful, because I was hitting trade after trade after trade using the heat map, locating where the power was in the market. And, the brokerage didn't want to create one. So I created my own. Let me go ahead and share that with you and show you how you can even have access to this absolutely free, okay? So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen with you, and give me a moment to share screen number two. Okay. And okay, we're going to share some sound. Okay, so you should be able to see this. This is called My Market Heat Map. It's an arrangement of currency pairs by percentage change. It tells us what's hopping, what's popping, what's dropping, what's not in the market. And it's very simple. Someone asked me, how does it work, Greg? Well, green is up and red is down. It's a financial trade scanner that scans all of the Forex currency pairs, the majors, the exotics, the yen pairs, as well as commodities, stock indices, global stocks, all at the palm of your hand. And normally it's $19.99 a month, right? But you can access to the front page of it, and you can go right down here and scroll down, and you can see one of 6 powerful heat maps available to you absolutely for free when you go to www.mymarketheatmap.com, right? And you can see that green, we have a box that actually they change during the market. Right now we have the dollar Swiss very strong, up 0.62%. It's green, followed by number 2 spot of dollar yen, up 0.37%. These are things I might want to go long, right? Because they're green and they're up, right? I look at the euro. The euro is down. I may want to short that, right? So I already, without having to look through hundreds of charts, looking through all the time frames, 5-minute, 4-hour, daily, whatever, I look at this. It resets every 24 hours, right? And as the market is moving, these tiles will move up and down, right? And so basically the logic is it's like an opening range breakout, 0.2% plus 0.2% above the range, it turns green. negative 0.2 and below, it changes red. And if it's stuck between negative 0.2 and positive 0.2, then it's gray, right? It's in the range. We probably don't want to touch it. So let's go ahead and look at dollar Swiss, right? Inside, and if you log in, there's going to be, so I'm going to look at dollar Swiss. Let's just look right. Let's go right to a chart. I'm going to go to, in fact, if I log in, and there's other tools in here too. It's a Swiss Army knife of different things, right? And you can see how quickly and easily I can go over to charts, and we can go to dollar Swiss, right? We can go into USD. We can go to USD CHF, right? Or pull that up, and we can look at a daily chart. We can see that, hey, price has been going up. Look at these big candles we've got going on, right? Higher, right? Still an overall downtrend, but for today, for the if we go to maybe even do a 4-hour chart. Year to date, all daily. Okay. We go to one. We can go to 240. Okay. We go. Okay. There we go. So here's our 240-minute chart. We can see that we have an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows, right? So this is something I might look at buying, right? And the other one was the dollar Swiss. We can look at dollar Swiss. I mean the euro dollar, EUR, USD. Well, guess what? It's a 4-hour chart. We can see that it's we've been going down, right? Last right. So we were selling. We could probably start selling that, right? Based on that, we can even go to another time frame as well, right? So that's just one way, just looking at the heat map, right? So I'm going to go back to our heat maps. We have different heat maps here. We have we have the Forex majors, right? Which we had in the front. So, and then we also can go to the all Forex heat maps. It's all the pairs, right? We can see lots of dollar pairs at the top: dollar yen, dollar southeastern Kentucky, actually dollar Swedish kroner. We can see the yen basket, euro at the bottom as well, right? So let's say we're looking at dollar Swiss and we're looking for a trade. Let's look. Actually, let's go to trading view, right? And let's just log in. Let's look at the dollar Swiss, right? Look at the super charts, right? Right. And let's say we went to a 15-second chart, right? And we can, and actually let's go up a little bit. 15-minute chart. Sorry, 15. And we can see that it's been strong. Pretty strong, right? So let's say we wanted to actually, we want to take a trade on that. We can say, hey, we actually see that price has been rising, and then maybe we get this pullback, and then we maybe get long, right? Right. So we're long dollar Swiss is at the top of our heat map, and let's see if we can get a trade going on here, right? And let's say we can get three. No, we're scalping. So I'm going to scalp for about 3 pips. 3 pips would put me at 81.29 or so. That'll be about $330 or so. So let's see if we can go ahead and knock that out, right? Similarly, we can actually take a look at the dollar or a euro dollar and look at possibly getting short on that, right? Now you can see that it's been going down for a long period of time. We're in Asia session, and so price is rallying up. But at least it telling us that there's lots of activity in this market right now. And so it's something like after this big move up, we might see prices turn back down later on during the London session, right? So we're actually looking at something. The heat map allowed us, saved us a lot of time, right? So let me show you the other way which we can find a trading opportunity using my market heat map too, or you can go to any other. In fact, you can go to the free part of my market heat map, go to the front, right? Scroll down to the bottom, and there's something called the economic calendar. That's the second way of finding out what to trade. Much, if you guys ever watched Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, you know, and they were looking for the crop report. The crop report was something that was going to be released at 9 o'clock or sometime during the morning, in which everyone was wanted to see this report about frozen concentrated orange juice. That's the news, right? So the news, that was a news-driven movie. It was all about this, getting who could get the top secret crop report and trade on it, right? And Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd were able to get it from Clarence Beeks, and and they were able to do some little insider trading. Well, there's no insider trading in the commodities. Anyway, they got the crop report and they were able to make money on the frozen concentrated orange juice. Well, anyway, that happens every single day. A big report. Usually, I filter my reports to the high reports. Right, there's high, medium, and low. And so the higher the importance, or the higher the impact, the stronger the move, right? The stronger the move. You also have to look at the flag. What country are we looking at? And we can see that in 5 hours, we're going to have the RBA interest rate decision. In 5 hours, the economic calendar. So I'm not going to be trading the Euro CAD. I'm not going to trade dollar yen. Why? Because the flag tells me that Australia is in play, right? The RBA interest rate announcement. So I'm going to be looking at the Australian dollar. I'm going to look at positioning myself to trade it, okay? Now, I'm not going to trade at the announcement. We have strategies for news trading to be able to look at the Australian dollar maybe like an hour after the announcement and being able to trade after the volatility has passed. Or if we use the predictive function in pip and run, we can actually figure out and determine with high amount of accuracy what the Australian dollar is going to do before the announcement and position ourselves accordingly, okay? And so those are two ways of doing that. So the thing about it is, during the announcement, it's very, very risky. If you don't have pip and run, or if that you do not trade during this announcement, because the volatility increases, liquidity drops, you get slipped, spreads widen out, orders don't get filled, platforms freeze up, all kinds of really nasty things happen at the announcement. So you want to wait at least 30 minutes after to look for trades. That's will shake all this stuff gets shaken out, but then it's going to be, hey, you can trade Aussie CAD, Aussie Kiwi, Aussie Yen, Pound Aussie, Euro Aussie. The Aussie is going to be in play. Well, my favorite currency pair is the CAD Swiss. The market doesn't care what your favorite pair is. Well, I'm only using the New Zealand Swiss pair to trade. Well, you know what? You're going to miss out because the calendar tells you what is being traded and what the interest is, okay? So ignore it at your own peril, okay? So just like in Trading Places, they were trading in the frozen concentrated orange juice pit, right? You can still trade frozen concentrated orange juice on the commodities market, right? So they weren't trading cotton, and they weren't trading gold, and they weren't trading silver, and they weren't trading oil just because it was their favorite, or that's the only thing that they were, right? If you are trading, if EuroCAD is your pair, look for a Canadian flag or look for a European Union flag, right? And that's when you would trade the Euro pairs, right? Or if you see a Union Jack, the British flag, like last week, we had the UK rate announcement where they cut 25 basis points. Well, guess what? The pound was in action, was moving for the entire week. That Thursday and that Friday, it was on fire. This Thursday, we have GDP out of the UK. growth rate out year on year, and some other news. I don't know what this news is and all these numbers. Don't get caught up in that. Just know that this flag comes up. That's what you should be looking at. If you want something that's going to move and something that's, well, you can do whatever you want to do. But I've found after 30 years of being in the business, the economic calendar is your friend. Okay. So between my market heat map and the economic calendar, you have everything you need to find the best opportunity. Now, let me go ahead and tell you about a free gift I have for you on our school community. If you're brand new to trading, if you're looking for good quality information, come over to the Elite Traders University School community. We have lots of good things here. We have a classroom. We have a baby pips Forex course, a Forex foundation course, plus a samurai sword opening range breakout strategy that we're giving away for free here on our school group. So if you want to get a strategy to help you trade the market well, and also beef up your Forex knowledge with the baby Forex course, Forex tips course, right? And also take your trade to the next level with the Forex Foundations freshman course on risk management, then go ahead and click the link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side. This is Dr. Greg McLeod signing out. I'll talk to you later. Peace and pips.